I think this is it, right? Yeah, this is it. What did they think of the Minecraft movie? Foul language. 2 H words. Watch out, guys. They use the H word. 7 or 8 uses of the word but. Oh my god, that's so fucking messed up. That's fucked up. Several light profanities, plus some vulgarities such as screw it, dumparoo, friction loser, and 4 uses of the word crap. And someone's called an idiot? Oh my god. Oh my god, no, no, they would, no, what, no, that's so fucked up. Some lewd or crude comments include weird fanboy dreams. Do you know what the words lewd or crude comments mean, guy who wrote this? Because that's not what that is. Salt sacks, full man sandwich, birthday suit, bag her and tie her up. That's actually. There's no nudity in the Minecraft movie. God damn it! I was really looking forward to that villager sex scene, but who cares? You know, I wasn't, you know, it's not even a big deal. I wasn't that excited for it. I'm not upset. Not even a little. There's no smoking or drugs. Miscellaneous immorality. There's no miscellaneous immorality. Oh, thank God. Oh, dude, I wonder what they thought of Mickey 17. Where's Mickey 17? There's God, I can just search it. It's not this far back. Show me where is it? Show me Mickey 17. Yeah, but I really liked it. I thought it was really good. Oof. Oof. Ooh, they're not fucking with Mickey 17. It must be the fact. I'm gonna call it now in their little text box where they explain like what's wrong with the movie. They're gonna be like, this movie is obviously making fun of Donald Trump and I don't like that. I'm gonna call it now. I'm betting money on it. I'm not betting money on it, but I can guarantee you it's gonna be there. Yes, click on the. I thought I already clicked on it, sorry. Intentional blasphemy, evil, gross immorality, and or other worldview problems to be avoided. Oscar-winning South Korean filmmaker Bong Joon-ho adds Christianity to his usual Marxist attack on capitalist society. Oh man. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Led by a religious and controversial politician from Earth who bears a disposition strikingly similar to Donald Trump's. Tells a story that's often exciting, comical, and weird in a fun way. However, Mark Ruffalo's performance as the evil Christian politician is so over the top that it helps turn Mickey 17 into a ham-fisted, hateful piece of Marxist propaganda. To be very clear, he is making fun of Trump with Mark Ruffalo's character. However, Mark Ruffalo's character is more closely resembling Hitler. Almost bar for bar, he's Hitler. Like, legitimately. Like, he literally said, there's like a line in the movie where he literally says, "We're going to cleanse this planet and make it pure." That's like a line in the movie that he says. I think it just came out on digital like the other day. It's really good. The movie not only attacks capitalism, it also viciously attacks Christians. Dominant worldview and other worldview. Very strong humanist, implied Marxist, but very strongly politically correct worldview in a science fiction story with a very strong anti-Christian, anti-capitalist elements. Where the lead villain is a failed Christian politician. His stupidity lost his re-election campaign, according to a line from the movie, and a businessman who's leading some of his followers and other people to establish a colony on another planet. Does a hammy Donald Trump impression to go along with the movie's depiction of a corrupt, tyrannical Christian capitalist politician, plus some light and brief homosexual allusions in one short sequence. And the movie has some redemptive moral element. Ugh. I cannot talk, dude. These cheese balls are fucking with my speaking. Yeah. Violence. Yeah, there's a lot of violence. There's some sex. There's no alcohol use. That can't be right. There's definitely alcohol use. You're just stupid. I think it's very silly that they watched the movie and their thought process was, this guy is very similar to Donald Trump, and then they think that's like a good thing. Like, if you think that the character in this movie is even close, if for a second you look at this character and you think he's kind of similar to Donald Trump, that's not good. That's very bad. Turn off the safe filter. I don't need the safe filter. Never do. Man, they didn't like Novocaine. Novocaine's not even like crazy. I don't understand. Violent language. There's no sex. It's implied though. What is the worldview problem for this one? Where's the worldview? Oh, here we go. Strong Christian redemptive moral worldview in comic thrillers set during Christmas, where a man who can't feel pain risks life, blah blah blah. Okay. I can put the music back on. Why does it turn the save filter back on? Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll turn the save filter on if I want to click on something, but I'll just open a new tab. That way it doesn't go away. I would love to know what was so wrong about the Brutalist. Intentional blasphemy, evil, gross, immorality, yeah. Very strong humanist worldview about a Jewish architect and Holocaust survivor in America who's part of a social realism movement in architecture called brutalism because it uses a lot of industrial blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's the movie. Loses Jew's face. Yeah. What is it? What do you mean politically correct? They keep saying this in all their reviews. What do they mean by politically correct? What is politically correct about the Brutalist? I don't even know what they mean by it, though. That's what's so confusing, because, like, I wouldn't consider The Brutalist to be a politically correct movie in the sense that the way I'm thinking of politically correct, where they're, like, careful, because this movie is... It's got a lot of fucked up shit in it. Like, there's a lot of fucked up shit in that movie. I don't know. Or they loved the Unbreakable Boy. I bet they did. They probably fucked with that one hard. How? What do you mean negative spray on a real pain? How do you what is it gonna say? Because it's about the like what? I gotta know this. This doesn't even make sense. Uh-huh. Plus some politically correct communist anti-capitalist dialogue when the nervous cousin angrily complains about rich people creating corporate travel to benefit themselves and not letting poor people ride free. Okay, so they're just sucking off rich people. I guess. They really love rich people. Is what the vibe I'm getting from this. Rich people good, poor people bad. Poor people no complain about rich people. That's the vibe. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Oh, I didn't do it right. I didn't do new tab. Oh, we're good. Oh, yeah, we're good. But it saved it that time. Oh, dude, they fucking hate this movie. I already know they don't like this one. This is for free. Very strong humanist, anti-Christian, including anti-Catholic, politically correct worldview. Loses her faith when the bishop in her new secret that makes him a keep her. Become a murderer and foul-mouthed baby killer. This is such an insane twist on this story. Immaculate is literally about how they basically kidnap this girl, get her pregnant with the Satan, and then she has to kill the people and escape the church, which is being literally they're trying to like birth Christ. Like, how do you spin that in a negative way? Like, it's making it sound like she, like... it's making it sound like... like she's, like, a murderer. Like, she's a serial killer now. The villains have a warped theology about Jesus as savior. And the cat, yeah. No, they had to have read this one. They had to have read this one because they wouldn't have known about this part in the middle. They probably wouldn't have figured that out. Is a truly abhorrent, unacceptable movie. In addition to grisly murders and bloody violence, it also contains several F-words and strong profanity. The movie's moral viewpoint doesn't make much sense, or at the very least, seems rather confused. So just to be clear, the movie's viewpoint is that the lady who was basically forcefully impregnated with Satan, she's actually in the wrong. Is that what this guy's review is saying? I don't know how you could watch this movie and end up at the viewpoint of that lady, she's evil. I don't understand. I don't get it. They definitely do watch the movies though, because they describe like all the scenes. And they like put their own little, like they do watch them, clearly. This guy's job must suck, dude, because like he hates a lot of movies. He must hate his job. Abhorrent, anti-Christian, and grisly. I forgot they have these little quotes at the top. Oh, I know damn well they hate this movie. I don't even have... I know they hate this shit. They hate this shit. Movie about gay people? Not my church. Movie about gay people? Excuse me? Where's the worldview? Okay, content. Vicious, promiscuous, totally immoral movie filled with violence and sex, especially lesbian sex. Could that be because the movie is about two lesbians? Could it be perhaps that the movie is about a gay couple? That couldn't possibly be why. Oh, I wonder what they thought of this movie. I watched this the other day. Did they review Hundreds of Beavers? I fucking love Hundreds of Beavers. They didn't watch Hundreds of Beavers, dude. Fuck me. That's so fucking cringe. What a lame ass website. Dude, they fuck with Snow White probably. They probably love Snow White. It's just so weird to me why they bother watching some of these movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why bother watching Immaculate? Obviously, the fucking advertisements for this movie were literally like, yeah, dude, we're fucking... Fuck the Bible. The Bible is fucking stupid. That was like all the advertisements for that movie. Why are you watching Nosferatu? You know you're not gonna like it. You know you're not gonna like it. I don't understand. Obviously, the movie about the vampire who wants to fuck the girl is gonna have fucking immoral shit, dude. Why the fuck am I getting linked to Twitter? What is going on? Okay. Mixed pagan worldview where graphic occult content overwhelms and infects the movie's Christian moral content. That's literally the plot of the movie. That's the point. That's the fucking film. It's literally Nosferatu infecting the lives of all of these people. That's the fucking plot. You figured it out. Congratulations. You did it. You fucking did it. Oh my god. The director ruins everything by inserting too much blood, sexual violence, and nudity. For example, when the vampire feeds on people's blood, you could hear the slurping and gulping sounds. Also, the director solves the plot problem through sacrifice. The movie's ending is too disturbing. Guys, the movie's ending is too scary to me. It's too scary. I don't like it. It's too scary, guys. Guys, the movie's ending is too weird. They fucked with Wallace and Gromit. Even these fucks like Wallace. Wallace and Gromit can do no wrong. They didn't like this. Isn't this movie about the Bible? They didn't even watch a movie about Jesus and think it's chill. Oh, I didn't notice this. They give you like the list of people I think who worked on the movie. Like they find out. Do they do that for every movie? I didn't notice that. Let's click on like a real movie though. Like, let's see. We'll get to a real movie eventually, I'm sure. Wicked, sure, Wicked. Do they do that for every movie? They do! They do it for every movie! Look at this. Address comments too, and this is all of the people you could like go and oh my god. Like you can go and complain to all these people. That's so funny. That's so funny. Holy shit. That's a good question. Wow, they fucking hate Harry Potter, dude. What? Wait, the Sorcerer's Stone is -4, but Deathly Hallows Part 2 is -3? Dude, people die in Part 2. No one dies in the first movie. Bro, Snape gets eaten alive by a fucking snake. His ass gets roasted and toasted in this movie. How are the first two movies -4? But this is -3 and this is -2. I would have thought the exact opposite. I mean, these are literally kids movies. These two are kids movies. I mean, they're all kind of kids movies, but these two are super kids movies. Like for real kids movies. Then they get a little bit more serious. What's wrong with the first one? I'm very curious. What's wrong with it? Dude, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone has moderate violence. Up your ass, it's got moderate violence. What the fuck are you talking about? They play chess. They play wizard's chess, and Ron Weasley gets like exploded on a horse or something. And they get like wrapped in those weird like tentacle things. Like, what are you talking about? Very strong occult elements, including witchcraft and ghost. Plus some moral redemptive elements, including some family values, 2 profanities, my god, and 5 obscenities, including several uses of the English word bloody. Buddy, this movie is rated PG. I've got news for you. There's no profanity because they can't do it. You can't. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Scary violence, including troll tries to club children to death. 3-headed dog tries to viciously bite children. The way they describe these scenes make it seem so insanely graphic. Villain drinks animal's blood after apparently killing it. And rough rugby-style game on flying broomsticks. Includes blocking and checking children and teenagers into posts and knocking them off broomsticks so they fall to the ground. No sex, no nudity, no alcohol use, no smoking. And use of magic is based on being angry and scared, and children constantly break school rules and suffer little consequence. The magic isn't based on being scared or angry. The magic is based... They're in a school to learn how to use the fucking magic! What the fuck movie did you watch, dude? It's not based off being scared or angry. It's literally based off, can you say the fucking words right? Did you even watch the Wingardium Leviosa scene where they literally have to like repeat it 75 times? What movie did you watch? Like, I'm being so for real. I have no idea where they got that from. They do get detention at the Dark Forest at night by themselves, but also at the very end of the movie, Dumbledore is like, 7,000 points to Gryffindor! You win! Good job, Harry! You broke all the rules, but guess what? You are awesome! Slytherin, kill yourselves. So he's kind of right. He's kind of spitting with that one. They do not get enough consequences. What's your little ending? Dude, you're not quoting the Bible in a... Man, they really fucking went in on this. There's a lot here. The occult pagan worldview of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is abhorrent. Just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna show you guys what happens when you Google pagan. Yep. I'm looking at Harry Potter right now, actually. You guys see this Harry Potter shit on my screen? This is Harry Potter. If you guys couldn't tell, this is actually all in Harry Potter. All of this stuff is in Harry Potter. Yep. All of it's in Harry Potter. All of it. You seen all this Harry Potter stuff? Oh, dude, Goatman, though. God, I love Goatman. God, I love Goatman. Ah. Man, I wish they made a Goatman movie. I fucking love Goatman. Shout out to Goatman. They should make a Goatman movie. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, this is what they're talking. This is Harry Potter, is my point. Obviously. All the pagan imagery in Harry Potter. Occult magic represents an unhealthy, selfish desire to replace God. That is such an insane bar. I want to hear a villain in a movie say that. That goes so hard. Holy shit, someone get Robert Eggers on the line. I need him to put this in his next movie. He's making a Wolfman movie. I think he can fit this in there. I think he could fit this in there. This could go crazy. Is he making a Wolfman movie, or is he making a... He's either making a Wolfman movie or a Frankenstein movie. Either way, that line can absolutely fit in there. I think we can cook with that one. That goes crazy. I love this. And to reject the gospel of Jesus Christ in favor of a lifestyle that ultimately will lead to unhappiness and pain. Okay. For sure, dude. No, absolutely. No, you got a point there. Mm-hmm. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone also offers viewers a works theology, a form of elitism where those who are the most successful at doing magic are the best. That's usually how most things work. If you're the best at something, you're the best at something. Yeah, for sure. That's true. Usually, yeah. No, you're right. If you're the best at something, you do tend to be the best at that. Witchcraft is a selfish, elitist form of Gnostic? I don't even know what the fuck you word. I've never seen this. What is this? I've never seen this word in my entire life. What is this? Gnox. A collection of religious ideas emerging in the late 1st century AD that emphasizes personal spiritual knowledge over traditional religious teaching, often portraying the material world as flawed. I'm sorry, that's a lot of yapping. I don't care. Movie's theme about love and sacrifice, its rejection of false immorality, and its not getting lost in incredibly. However, the movie's occult pagan worldview is Reward the children for disobeying the school rules at Hogwarts and lying about it. Furthermore, the story gives a wink and a nod at the fact that no one can keep a secret among the witches and wizards because all of the cause of it. Are the messages something you want to teach your children? We think not. Are these messages something you want to teach your children? We think not. The bottom line is that God abhors witchcraft no matter how sweet and subtle it is. That's so true. That guy who can turn water into wine, he fucking hates witchcraft, actually. I hope you hate him. That guy who can walk on water and part the seas, he fucking hates witchcraft. There should not be found. Oh, that's just whatever. I don't care. Media-wise questions for children who see Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Please note that wisdom involves, in part, understanding the consequences of your actions. These questions are intended to promote wisdom. Please add questions which you find relevant for your child. Hagrid asked Harry if he ever made anything happen when he was angry or scared, and Harry made his cousin fall into the snake pit when he was angry at him. Should we hurt others or take revenge on others, even if they deserve it when we are angry or scared? Would we want others to hurt us or take revenge on us in secret using magic? Buddy, you're gonna hate to hear this. They're gonna hate to hear this. Magic isn't real. I know that sucks to hear. But magic isn't real. That's why it's in the movie. Because you can only see it in a movie. Next question. What is the purpose of magic and witchcraft? Most of the time they just kind of used it to like... I don't really know what they used it for, to be honest. Like everything most of the time. Pretty much everything. Should we try to use secret power over others or over our environment? Should someone else try to use secret powers on us? That depends. Are they cool powers? Are they going to give me infinite money or something? Because then yes. Why is witchcraft selfish? It's literally not. I don't know about that one. That one doesn't really make much sense to me. That's a stupid question. The adversary asked Adam and Eve if they want to be as God. Would you like to be as God? Did you ever make mistakes? If you were as God, how would your mistakes affect others? Are you smart? You typo. Guys, typo. Typo. They fucked up. This question is now null and void. They can't ask it anymore. Are you smart enough and wise enough to not make mistakes? What is the answer? Are they looking for a yes? I'm smart and wise enough to not make mistakes? Mistakes. Mistakes. Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Would you really like to live at Hogwarts? No, probably not. There's like a war. There was like, there's like literally a group of people at Hogwarts who are the evil people. I just don't think that there should be an evil group of people. Like when the Sorting Hat puts someone to Slytherin, they should just go into like the gas chamber. I'm being so serious. Send them to the gas chamber. They're obviously evil. They're like immediately evil. And not like, oh, they're just kind of like, not nice people. They're evil. Like Draco tries to kill people in that movie. They're evil. They need to die. So no, I wouldn't like to go to Hogwarts. Would you like to ride a broomstick? What if you fell off at a great height? This is such a stupid question. Would you like to fly on an airplane? What if it crashed and you died? I don't know, man. I'd die. I would probably die. I'd probably fucking die. So, yeah. Would you like to have everything in your home or schools always shifting around and changing so you never knew your way to your room? What? What? The stairs shift around and send you to where you have to go. the stairs and shit move you where you have to go. Like, the school knows where you're going. You don't... It's fine. We didn't watch the same movie. I understand. That's all good. No worries. Would you like to meet Fluffy, the ghost, or any of the scary creatures in the movie? What would you do if you met them? What if you can't remember the right spell, or say the words, or wave the wand properly? Do you ever make mistakes? What if you made a mistake in the presence of bad creatures or evil people? What is the answer they're looking for? Like, what's the answer they're looking for? Genuinely. I don't know what answer... Like, obviously they're looking for a correct answer to these questions, but I don't even know. Some of these questions don't make sense. Because they're not based in reality. They don't make sense. Like, what if you made a mistake in the presence of bad creatures or evil people? I don't know, man. There's a lot of those. Like, which one are we talking about? Like, if I make a mistake in front of... Let's assume I'm getting chased by a bear. I make a mistake, and the bear kills me. Well, I made a mistake, and the bear killed me. Like, what? What answer are you looking for? Magic seems to fail at times. Harry's parents, as powerful and adept as they were killed by another... No, they were killed by another wizard. They were killed by another wizard. You obviously didn't watch the movie. Voldemort is a wizard, not a witch. They're different. You fucking stupid. Stupid people. Would you like to know about a power that never fails and never make mistakes? Are they saying that believing in God is a power that never fails and never makes mistakes? Is that what I'm taking, the takeaway I'm supposed to get from this? When the occult magic fails, what does a witch or wizard do? To whom can they turn? Who is ultimately in charge? Dumbledore. Dumbledore is in charge. They usually turn to Dumbledore. In fact, they do it in the movie several times. They do it in like every movie, actually. Yeah, Dumbledore is in charge. Glad we cleared that one up. Good question. Good question. Would you like to know about a greater supernatural power that is always good and always loves you? No, not really. Would you like to live in a world where the better witch wins all the battles, even if that witch was not you? Again, wizards and witch. Wizards and witches are different. They are different. Would you like to live in a world where good may not triumph? We already live in that world. Oh wait, 16 and 17 are a two-part question. Or would you like to live in a world created by a good God who loves you and would never hurt you and wants to save you from all the bad things and gives you chocolate chip cookies and sings you bedtime stories and tells you you're a good boy? Wow, that was what a review. What a review. Sure, but that's so confusing to me. Why? Like, this one is like, they hate this one. How do they not? How is it? Like, is it because this movie is more violent? Like, is it because at the end of the movie Harry Potter wins? But he was at the end of this one too. Also, how is this the lowest rated? I don't understand. Honestly, this should be just rated -4 because I fucking hate Goblet of Fire. I think Goblet of Fire is just a bad movie. I don't know. Because he's the good guy. You know what? I'm curious to see what they say about this movie. I'm curious about part 1. Because this movie literally opens up with a scene of Voldemort torturing and murdering someone. Anti-fascist socialist elements, including a rejection of using magic and witchcraft for control and power, but the heroes also use magic and witchcraft, including wands and spells, to protect themselves from and hide from the villain who believes magic is might. A statement against slavery sacrifice. Hero wishes heroine Merry Christmas. What are we talking about? I fucking hate that movie. I don't know why. I just think it's... I just don't like it. I don't know. Prevent villain from gaining eternal life without God as a power trip, which is seen as evil and sinful in some way, though not spelled out as it would in a story with an equitable... Bury a computer using magic. The movie and the original book could have and should have made these Christian themes even more explicit. However, also Harry and his friends still use magic. Motherfucker, you can't complain about the movie. That is the story. It is about magic. It is literally the movie. You can't be mad about that. Part 1 is also too dark and scary for children. There's a scene of applied nudity and a nightmare vision of Harry and Hermione kissing that Voldemort's evil sword. Yeah, dude. Let's say home. They probably like Home Alone, if I had to guess. There it is. 91? It's fucking Home Alone, dude. Wow, I made my family disappear, exclaims 8-year-old Kevin. This must be an old review. They don't have any of their details. This one's just like a... Home Alone is a delightful movie with good acting. Furthermore, Kevin appears to be in the habit of attending church. Best of all, Kevin learns from his experience. He learns not to be afraid and to be thankful for his family. No, apparently he attends church, so he's chill. Kevin's actually super chill. What about this one? Donald Trump's in this movie. Heavy violence. Heavy violence? Bro, it's Home Alone. What the fuck are you talking about? Heavy violence? Do you even know what violence is? Unfortunately, the violence is extreme and almost stressful to watch. Of course, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, affirms a man's need for fellowship. However, the Christmas sentiment, such as goodwill and friendship, regrettably melts into a muddled humanism. For many, it was not Kevin versus Crooks showdown that made the original movie a success, but the clever storyline that affirmed family and Christian values. Buddy, I got some news for you. It was absolutely Kevin versus Crooks that made these movies entertaining, because that is like 90% of the movie. What the fuck are you talking about? These movies are literally, the traps in these movies are so impactful that whenever there's like a trap scene, whenever anyone traps shit in a house, it's literally called, oh, you literally will say, oh, they did like Home Alone. Like that's what you say. Is this all? How far are we? Oh, there's a lot left. Okay. What's like a super? Did they review Martyrs? My dumbass didn't type Martyrs right because I'm stupid. They did not watch Martyrs. That's cringe. Did they watch a Serbian film? I'm just gonna start looking up. Oh, dude, they definitely hate Hunger Games. That's actually so true. They're gonna be like, these rich people deserve to put these people in the games, dude. Poor people, ew, poor people, gross. They fucking did not like the first one. Holy fucking paragraph. My god. Strong but not extremely explicit or overly humanist worldview with some romantic elements plus light moral elements such as pornography of your sister. That's true, that's so weird. Children killed with knives, swords, bow and arrows, not always showing but with blood and blood. Girl is burned, youngest child was killed by a bow, stabbing her right through the yeah. No sex scenes but some kissing and kissing on the cheek, plus some homosexual cross-dressing where men of large city are in makeup and gaudy outfits. Hey, I don't remember that scene, but okay. I mean, everyone kind of dresses like a fucking psychopath in that movie. I don't think it's cross-dressing though. I think that's just how people dress in Hunger Games. Like, have you seen the way these people dress? It's just fucking annoyingly weird. Like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Do you see what I'm talking about? And then they're in leather. Where's that one asshole? Like, what is this? What are we doing? Like, they all dress like that. I recently rewatched all these movies. And I was very disappointed because they're all really mid. You know what's crazy about Hunger Games is the best movie is actually Mockingjay Part 1. I don't know how they managed to make Part 1 of the end of it the best part, but it's the best part. Like, unironically, it's the best one. By like a lot. I really like Part 1. And you know why I really like Part 1? PETA's ass is not in that fucking movie at all. Every time PETA shows up on screen, I'm like, holy fuck, this annoying asshole is back. I can't fucking stand this movie. But then he disappears and I'm like, wow, I can enjoy the movie again. That's great. I'm sorry. One moment. I just saw 9/11. The Hunger Games unacceptable viewing due to its violence and dark secular humanist worldview. The director is Gary Ross, who's directed or written a couple other humanist fables. Pleasantville and Dave, reportedly the original author of the story, envisioned her story after watching reality TV games and TV coverage of Iraq invasion after 9/11. Maybe she should have watched a Sunday sermon on Christian TV at the same time to gain a larger perspective. The Hunger Games is one movie that parents might want their children to avoid. I think they're just two different things. I don't think you can really compare the two because they're so different. I mean, there's some stuff you can compare, but a lot of time you just have to accept the fact that the book will most likely always have more detail because they're allowed to go on fucking forever, and a movie's got like a maximum runtime most of the time for like 2.5 hours. And it's hard to fit a lot of shit in. Oh man, I wonder if they have like, what about this movie? Do they have this movie? Watched this recently. That was good. Did you watch this? Why is it like showing up 3 times? It must be here. There it is. Wait, why is it here? Is there 2 different reviews? There must be, because these are 2 different posters. Let's see. Are they different? Okay, is this a newer one? No, they just uploaded it twice. They just uploaded the review twice. What are we feeling? What the f- Okay, I have to Google that. They're using the word too much. I don't understand what this word means. What is this? Okay, yeah, I'm not actually I figured it meant just like cute, like, yeah, okay, I don't, okay, I actually don't understand how this is a negative thing. It's literally just saying like humans are cool. That's literally it. Okay. Grief, anger, and addiction, about 38 obscenities, yep. The end of the story is lightly moral in that viewers may learn that hanging on to grief, anger, self-pity, and self-loathing can lead to dangerous addiction that may destroy not only you, but the things that you own. That is not the fucking message of this movie. The movie's message is not that you can't rely on people and things of this world. The movie's message at the end is literally like, hey, this shit sucks. The end. That's it. The movie's message is like, hey man, life fucking sucks. And then it rolls credits. That's literally the end. What do they got on some series? Bro, they got Coco Melon reviews on here? Why the fuck did they have Coco Melon reviews on here? They've got episode reviews. Dude, they're fucking with the Barney's World. They're fucking with Barney's World. That's fair. Do you think they like Peppa Pig? Because doesn't Peppa Pig deal with like... What about Bluey? They like Bluey? People love Bluey. They love Bluey, dude. Look at this. They're fucking with Bluey. They got... Bluey getting +3s, dude. +3, +2, +4, +2 again? Sex, no sex. No fucking in Bluey, guys. Bluey cannot fuck. As a 24-year-old adult who doesn't watch shows made for 5-year-olds, I have no idea. There might be. I do know there's one episode where I think, like, the mom is pregnant, or that might be Peppa Pig. I don't know. I simply cannot read all that. I do not care. It's too much, and it's not even interesting. Let's just read the last thing they say. Have a very strong moral worldview. Every episode has examples of positive life lessons that are good for everyone. That's good. Maybe? The Sign. Did they review that one? Surprise! Oh, here it is. The Sign. This one's here. Contains a reappearance of Bluey and Bingo's favorite game. Rita and Janet, played by Bluey, and her sister Bingo are trying to stop their... The Sign has many more lessons to it in the first and main thing. They don't even talk about it. They don't even talk about it, they just ignore it. They just never. They must not. They must have missed it. They must have missed it because they don't even mention it in the review. He's either watching. He might not even be with his kid. He might just be watching it for fun. What about Succession? We fucking with Succession? We were not fucking with Succession. Oh my god, wait, did they review Antichrist? I doubt it, but they might have. Oh my god, they did. They actually did? This is what I'm talking about. Why are you watching a movie? It's called Antichrist. It's literally in the title. It's in the title. It's true. The same rating as Harry Potter. The rough outer shell of the cheese balls are starting to get to my mouth, and it's starting to, like, really fuck my mouth up a little, I won't lie. Alright. Extreme occult witchcraft worldview which makes the case in a horrific way that evil exists, including references to witches, God, and even Jesus, and particularly to Satan and demonic activity. 2 obscenities and 1 exclamatory profanity. Extreme sadomasochistic violence, including little boy falls to his death. That's true. That does happen. I didn't even know you had glasses, I'll be honest. Did you just get those? I don't remember you ever having glasses. A woman crushes unconscious man's private parts, then manipulates him until the unconscious man relives himself with a relieve. Oh. Relieves himself with a bloody discharge all over her. Yeah. I would have honestly loved to be in the room when this guy watched the movie because he must have flipped out. Like, me and Eddie freaked the fuck out. He must have, like, almost died. This man must have almost had a fucking heart attack and then died. Like, unironically, he probably... This was probably, like, barely survived. The scene where Willem Dafoe gets his cock crushed with a giant rock is actually, like, traumatizing. That entire sequence is fucking crazy. I hate that scene. And the worst part is the movie's boring. The movie's boring and that comes out of fucking nowhere. Because it's literally like, the entire movie, it's like, that's not what the movie is. The entire movie is literally just like therapy sessions and nothing's really happening. The wife's acting kind of weird. It's raining acorns sometimes. And then at the end of the movie, like the last 25-30 minutes, they go to a woodshed and she just like, throughout the movie, she just keeps trying to have sex with him, like over and 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 over again. And, she just, this time, decides, hey, I'm beating your cock with a rock. And then she does that. And then he comes blood. And it's insane. Antichrist may be the most horrific horror movie of all time. Well, I wouldn't go that far. It's got 1 insane scene. It's got 2 insane scenes because later on at the very end of the movie, then the woman cuts her clit off with a pair of scissors, and that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I hated it. The end of this movie is so out of pocket for no reason. And you might think, oh, they're not showing it. It's like, it's definitely not the most realistic shit you've ever seen for no reason. But no, it is. It's just like the most realistic shit you've ever seen for no reason. Yeah, but Hereditary is like also a good movie. Also, they hated Hereditary because that movie's about Satanism. Yeah, you hated that ending. If the world had standard, this movie would be rated XXX and banned. As it is, we are issuing our strongest warning not to see it and to complain to the MPAA for allowing a movie like this to come to theaters near you. Damn. Honestly, it is kind of crazy that he was able to release that movie in theaters. What about the same director? He made The House That Jack Built. No, not the house that Rob built. Who the fuck is Rob? You didn't watch that one? You just watched Antichrist? Why would you? You know what he did? He probably saw he watched Antichrist before the other one, you know? That makes sense. Did they watch a Serbian film, perhaps? No, they didn't watch a Serbian film. That's a great question. Who is Rob? It's a basketball thing. Some basketball thing. Oh, they watch Hereditary. Yeah, well, they hated it. Yeah. Yeah, they hated all of his movies. That's not surprising. I'm not really sure why they didn't like Beau is Afraid, to be honest. That movie's just kind of weird. Or this. This movie's about a cult. This movie's about... I get this. I mean, I get all of them because they're just like confusingly making shit up. It's just... They're kind of like... They're making shit up so it's confusing. There's no sex in Hereditary, right? Oh, you know why there... You know why the... Because the end of the movie, there's a bunch of naked people. That's why. Very strong occult worldview with spiritualism, symbols, seances, words, rejection of God, foul language, violence, no sex depicted, but kissing among teens. Really? This is why? I thought this was because of all the naked people at the end. That's what I assumed. Because this is not anything. That's a good one. That's a good one. They hate, dude, I'm telling you right now, they probably think Quentin Tarantino should die. I'm gonna be honest with you. They probably think he should die. Nope. There we go. Inglourious Bastards is better rated. It's more watchable than Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. You heard it here first. Solid moral worldview and patriotic war movie about fighting and killing Hitler and his nationalist socialist army, but marred with a very strong pagan, even humanist revenge motif? What the fuck are you talking about? The entire plot is that they want to kill Nazis. I don't understand. The plot is Nazis bad, we kill those guys, they die. The power of mass media? What the fuck are you talking about? What did you what did you think about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Oh my fucking god. What did you think about What about this one? This one's a little confusing. Wow, -3. Their ratings are confusing. Their ratings don't make sense. I know they don't make sense, but now they really don't make sense. I'm sorry? Yep, they sure do. They sure do, because what the fuck? What? There's no portraying them as good people. They're bad people. What the fuck are you talking about? Can you believe it, guys? The murdering fucking cult was portrayed as evil. Can you believe it? They were portrayed as evil. Like, seriously? I can't believe it. What do you mean pagan lifestyle? What does that even mean? The movie advocates for extreme level of violence when it comes to handling evil people. There is one scene in this movie, at the very end, let's just watch it. Just to be clear, this is the scene. I gotta type with one hand because of the Cheez-Its. They always count them. Also, counting them in a Tarantino film is actually insane. That has have taken them so long because that man writes an obscenity into every line of dialogue in a movie. This is the only violent scene in the movie, by the way. So this is what they're talking about when they say, just so I can get the quote, misquote. The movie advocates for extreme level of brutality when it comes to handling evil people.
I am doing the best I can.
Now you're gonna notice something right off the bat.
Now, I do not want to get into it tonight. Can I help you?
You're gonna notice that they're breaking into his house and he has a gun and now he's pointing. Now this is important, just so we're clear.
They smoke. It's a blueberry peach or something. Good boy. Back up.
Anyway, you'll notice that they're saying that they're handling, the movie is saying that it's advocating for extreme level of brutality when it comes to handling evil people. And I would just like to ask the question, how else would you handle this situation? What the fuck do you mean? What are you supposed to do? Say, hey guys, please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, guys. It's bad. Guys, have you read the Bible? It says you're not allowed to do this. Also, my camera's blocking this, which is based because I think YouTube would shut my stream off.
Oh, just the one sleeping in the back there.
Go get him and bring him into the living room.
What if he says no?
Don't take no for an answer. You're the one with the knife. Get him in here.
Hey.
Okay, guy. Look, I know you're pointing a gun at me, but like, have you considered that we could just not do that? Alright, why don't we just have a drink, dude? Sit down. Dude, that is such a petty thing to say. A child star has a feminist worldview where she believes females should not be called actresses but actors. That is the dumbest thing to complain about, I think, of all time. I don't even know how you could complain about that. That was like actually that is a nothing burger to the 75th. Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio, yeah. Margot Robbie gives an endearing performance. The other performance ranged from good to just okay. Despite its good intentions, though, Once Upon a Hollywood is underwhelming. Sure. Sure. It's underwhelming. Because of reasons, I guess. What's something that... Oh, look at my shelf. What do I got? You know what? I do wonder. What do they think of Indiana Jones? Unironically. Yeah, what's like the new one? What about the new one? So Last Crusade +1. Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny are -1. And they didn't review the other ones. Let's see the newest one. Very strong worldview with Christian biblical references to the crucifixion of Jesus, promotes wisdom, good over evil, doing the right thing, and love. Plus the villain and his henchmen are National Socialists trying to revive the Third Reich in Germany, so the hero is always fighting against them to foil their plans. They like this movie. There's some foul language and is the music dead? What happened? Did I pause? When did I pause? Oh, because I was watching. I was like, yeah, my bad. Why is there always a caution for older? Like, if it's cautioning older children, is it cautioning everyone, or is it just cautioning older children? They had to hate this movie. Only a -3 for Heretic? That is shocking. Because if you haven't seen Heretic, this movie is literally a guy who traps 2 Mormon missionaries in his house and then tries to convince them that God isn't real. No, actually, he tries to convince them God is real. It's confusing. I don't want to spoil it. It's really good. You should watch this. It's a great movie. The movie tells a mostly blasphemous, sacrilegious story. Some impressionable viewers might think the man's atheist attacks on religion have some merit, but his arguments are quite really lame and have been refuted by scholars and experts. This is a good website. This is a good website. So do they just hate superhero movies then that are like what about Spider-Man? Like the original Spider-Man. Where, dude, just they like the first Spider-Man. They hate Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, and they didn't like Spider-Man 3. That's tough. You can't win them all. You know why Spider-Man 1 has a +1? I'm calling it now. Spider-Man 1 has a +1 because there's a Thanksgiving scene. Spider-Man 1 has a Thanksgiving scene, that's why. That's why I've got a +1. Thank God for you, Peter. They actually put this here. Yeah, dude. He did get bit by a spider. There's a whole song about it. Wow, they really fucked with Spider-Man. What's wrong with Spider-Man 3? Besides the fact that it's Spider-Man 3. Apparently a lot. A lot of shit is wrong with Spider-Man. They did not like Spider-Man. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. The answered prayer. The answered prayer is the scene in the church where Topher Grace goes into the church and he's like, please God, I want to kill Peter Parker. And Peter's up in the top with the bell and like punching Venom off of him. And the Venom falls down onto him and he gets controlled by Venom. That is the answered prayer scene they're talking about. That is so fucking stupid. That is so stupid. This is literally the scene. It's this fucking scene.
It's Brock, sir. Edward Brock Jr. I come before you today, humbled and humiliated to ask you for one thing. I want you to kill Peter Parker.
This is a meme. I didn't think it was a meme. I just wanted the scene. That's a good meme. That's a good meme. But yeah, that's the scene. Which is insane. Best of all, not only does Spider-Man 3 extol Christian values like sacrifice, forgiveness, and love in a setting that resonates with overt Christian metaphors and symbols, it also is a cinematic embodiment of Jesus Christ's statement in John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. This is a lesson that both Peter and MJ learned in Spider-Man 3. It is also what Jesus does for us on the cross, so that his death may wash us free of sin and bring us closer to him and his precious love and joy in the kingdom of God in heaven. Yeah, thank you. These are actually going to end up making my mouth bleed, I fear, so I'm gonna enjoy that once we get to that point. I think we're like a little before halfway, I think. No, I think they're actually, based on what everything we've read, these are actually the most Christian cheese balls ever because they're forcing me to sacrifice the inside of my mouth for content. I think that would actually fall under, like, I'd probably get like a big +3 right now, but not +4 because I am saying a lot of swear words. Actually, I have made fun of their website for this entire time. I'm definitely getting a big -4. I'm getting a big -4, but the cheese balls are themselves are getting a big +4. Yeah, I'm eating cheese balls for your sins. I don't know how many I've missed. I'm just gonna add like 3 of them. Sure, close enough. Goodbye.